fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose you on the game's first play. Second down
at the 24-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Vikings.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Right, good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get it from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Play fake. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier. Darius Leonard on the tackle. 8 yards.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Minnesota.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Quick throw here to Hilton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career. No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry, but I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota. Greg Jones.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the Vikings' 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Wentz's
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A 35-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll buy some time right, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd. Their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Cousins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Brought down back at the 14.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 96 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's 21-3. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rodgers on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that is incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 24, Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A gain of
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph, but now with Smith, you diversify.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
The extra
and his kick is right through.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Colts 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Wentz will try again on second down. And once more for Hilton, and this time complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
38-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. Looking deep for Hilton. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 5. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. A big play there. Points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
The score, Vikings 28, Colts 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They start the drive with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20. 10, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 35, Colts 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Escaping the pressure right. Caught left side by Hilton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught at the 20.
Just say if they pay me, I'll do this for free.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 74 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Blankenship for the extra point.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play. Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's got some space here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
All day.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th. Quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Eason on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 55, Colts 31.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. A gain of 4. And it's
Cousins.
third down.
Smith catches left side. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up second.
They try again with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down.